Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JLeesCorner. This is my review for Ready to Love Season 3, Episode 11. This is the season finale. Next week will be the reunion part 1. It's a 2-part reunion this year, which is fine with me because the show, I guess, has a lot to discuss. We shall see and whatnot. But first things first, if you have not done so already, take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a whole JayBird, dun 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 dun. I did the voice, y'all, without thinking about it. Ain't that cool? Anyway, do not forget to also like this video, comment in the comment section, hit the share button to share it on your social media. You can follow me on IG and on Twitter at J_Lees_Corner. I forgot. Do not forget to always relax, to relate, and to release. Always into yourself and everyone around you, and to always inhale and exhale to breathing on out. Because again, it's 2021, but it's already crazy, but we're gonna let that be too. So let's get into the episode. I'm not gonna bore y'all with the stuff that they bored us with. It was a lot going on in this episode, but nothing at all. I'm surprised they was able to get an hour worth. Oh, my hair coming down. An hour worth of footage in this episode. It was a lot of just bush or whatever. We see the couple sitting around after Denise has left, because again, Calfani and Anthony both said, "No, thank you, man. We okay. You can leave now, whatever." So she left, and so now it's the 5 couples left. Five people. Okay, Calfani, Adriana, Rasheed, Winter, and Anthony. So we see Rasheed and Adriana meet up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because he I want to talk to her, because again, last week Tommy said y'all gonna be families this week. So Rasheed, before I allow her to be my family, let me and her talk or whatever. I told y'all before, I feel like Adriana is playing a game with everybody, especially with Rasheed and Calfani. I do not believe she really likes Calfani that way. I feel like she liked him because of Denise. I think she's not played that all the way through, and now she's just playing a game between him and Rasheed. So he look, you know what I'm saying, before I let you meet whoever, I need you to know that, you've always been my number one. And I feel like the fact that she could not, would not, and did not say, "You're my number one too," not even saying, "You're my close number one," you're right there. I felt like she kept giving him nothing. "Oh yeah, it's a hard decision for me to make. I don't know what I'm going to do, sir. I don't know what I'm going to do, sir." And he felt like, well, that's nothing, but okay, I'm kind of here without a rope. You know what I'm saying? I'm down this river with no paddle. It's like you in the river with no boat, sir. You're all alone swimming in the water. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I just don't know what to do. Not even later on when Adriana met with Calfani, who kind of felt the same way. I just wonder what you gonna do. What's going on, between me and him. What's going on? I don't know. Y'all just so different. The way I feel with him is different than the way I feel with you. I'm looking like she played everybody. Anyway, we see Winter's sister, boom, Keisha, meets with Anthony and whatever. And I want people to understand, Winter and Anthony are not claiming to be in love. Winter and Anthony are saying how they have a vibe, and they're trying to see where it goes. I've seen a lot of people on Twitter saying, "Oh, I don't know why they even trying to be a couple." I'm like, people have to start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? The point of this show is for them to start somewhere, not to leave this show as a whole engaged, married as couple. Sometimes it don't happen that fast or whatever. So I don't mind Winter and Anthony trying to explore dating each other. That's just me. Anyway, but again, I like him a lot or whatever. Things feel different with him, and I want to see where this can go. And so, the sister meets Anthony or whatever. She likes him. Oh, he's nice. Okay, he can come to the cookhouse, whatever. Okay, let's not move too fast. But again, he can at least come and bring the water. He can bring the water and the ice. That's about it or whatever. So Anthony brings up how while he's not ready for marriage, because the sister asked him, "Can you see y'all getting married one day or whatever?" Well, not right now. I'm not ready for it right now, but I do feel like me and Winter can have potential. Okay, potential to in the future be married. And I feel like that's how anyone feels when they're courting anyone in the beginning. It could lead to marriage. I'm not against marriage, but I'm not going to be rushed into it either or whatever. Because he also brings up how he does not want to be rushed into love. I'm like, that's fine, okay? We then see Rasheed made the decision to not have his family come to the show because he's like, I don't want to have them come here when I don't even know if she gonna pick me for one, and I don't introduce anyone to my family unless we actually dating. I'm not dating her right now. So he like video chats with his sister or whatever, because again, she not there. And he tells her how, like, I just feel like in the beginning, like, I was courting her, there was a vibe between us or whatever, it was cool, but now it feels like I'm chasing her and not courting her, like, it doesn't feel like it's reciprocal with the energy and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? I can feel that things have changed, and I know that she also has number two guy, but things feel a little bit differently now, and I don't know how I feel about that. I need to make a decision of my own. And the sister felt like, you know what I'm saying, well, I feel like at the end of the day, go with your gut. If you feel like something's up, or if you just feel like, you know, something ain't right, basically, you know, trust your feelings about it. And then he does ask, like, well, do you want to, like, meet her, like, over the phone or over video right now? Like, do you want to talk to her? She was like, no, it's okay, it's fine. I think she feel like, I know you, brother, and if you're saying you feel something, you know, ain't right, I don't need to meet her. And I'm like, girl. Anyway, so we then see Adriana and Calfani have lunch with Calfani's parents. Boom, pow. His parents were so cute, holding hands and walking. Now, the weird part was, I didn't hear any of the conversation. I don't know if I skipped past it or what. But again, you know, they had a little lunch or whatever, and his parents liked her. You know, they're like, she has positive energy. Like, I like that or whatever. And she felt like it was cool that he was open to her meeting her parents. He was open to her to meet her parents. Mainly because, you know, Rasheed was like, nah, you can't meet. I did not even have my people come here because you on some bullshit. Anyway, we then see Anthony and Winter have drinks with his sister. I think her name was Tanya, I think her name was Tanya. So he and his sister are like best friends, close. He also brought up how anyone who does not get along with his sister will probably not get along with him too much longer. And I think, you know, you have to be sure to be cool with who, you know, whatever sibling is the closest that we're trying to date. So, but again, when Winter and the sister meet, they got along just fine. They both, oh my God, you're so beautiful. You too. I'm like, y'all lesbians? What's going on here? But again, they both complimented each other, whatever. I think she's his older sister, but she doesn't look older, whatever. But she even brought up how the way Anthony, when they were sitting before, the way they were sitting and talking about Winter before she got there, the sister said, you know, I've never seen him even sit and discuss a woman the way he sat and discussed Winter, and the look on his face. Like, I guess it was a maturity in him that she can tell had happened since he's been there, whatever. Because again, he's always been this single guy. I'm so single. I'm extra ass single, meaning even if I'm with someone, if I'm sleeping with somebody, if I'm with somebody, they still know we're not a couple, we just banging or whatever. He's always been honest about that and making sure that people was aware, like, I'm single. Don't get it twisted, I'm single, which is a good thing, but also that would mean this is his first real relationship. Okay, the first time he's going to really try to love someone. It could end horribly. Anyway, so they was just chitting and chatting or whatever. A good time was had by all or whatever. So we then see Rasheed meets with Adriana, mainly because, again, as he said, he felt something was off. So let's chit chat a little bit or whatever. He like, you know, I never wanted this thing to feel like I was chasing you. Like in the beginning, we had this connection, and you know, I felt like I was courting you, and then the courting you kind of turned into, I think I'm chasing her now. Like, we've been here for 8 weeks, and like there's not another date that we could go on for me to kind of prove myself in order for you like to pick me. So I feel like, I'm saying, at this point, I will really just kind of remove myself because I don't want to have to make like a deal with my heart. Okay, and I feel like me staying here is like me having to hope that this deal goes through, when things don't feel right to me. And the way he explained it wasn't like I'm giving up. It wasn't even like him saying I don't want to fight for you anymore. It was like I can feel the air in the water on this boat, okay? And I just see what's happening, you know what I'm saying? And it's just, I should just leave. The same way I feel that, what's his name? Ernest? Why can't I remember his name? I think his name was Ernest, the gray-haired chef guy who kind of had PTSD from things. When he was like, you know what, I realized that Jay and Joy has a better connection, and even though I want to be with her, I know it's my time to leave. And he kind of did that or whatever. And well, no, that's like you're giving up on me. I don't want you to give up on me. No, you know what I'm saying? Like Calfani said at one point, that, he knew that you're my number one, okay? But he was still going to come after me because, we have a connection. He went for what he wanted because he wanted it. I want that from you. You know what I'm saying? I'm still here. I want you to still be here. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited for you to meet my dad. And he said, well, okay. Well, since you said that, since you put it that way, I won't leave. I'll stay because that you just said you want me here. I was going to leave because I feel different. But, this conversation, boom, pow, pow, you asking me to stay here with you. I'm going to stay here with you. Okay? Fine. So we then see each guy, Calfani and, Kalfani and Rasheed meet her father. Bam, that's her father. Of course, separately and or whatever. Now, her dad is a therapist and also a pastor. And I'm like, when you think of what a pastor and a therapist look like, it looks like her daddy. Okay, I'm going to just say that. Now, he was asking therapist type, pastor type questions or whatever, little trick questions to both of them. Like, what, when life gives you a curveball, how do you center yourself? You know what I'm saying? And then say, give me the definition of this word in the Bible verse I'm like, what? When he said, what's the definition of the word in the Bible verse? I'm like, it means the word, I don't know, sir. But again, it was, I think, something Kalfani said. He said, ask, what makes you human? What do you feel makes you human? Okay. Oh, name the top 10 things that are important to you. And I was like, he's asking pastor type, therapist type questions that you ask people to make them think and kind of something that can catch them up and if they some bullshit or not. So the boys and men answer questions in numerous ways or whatever. And then, it was over. Calfani then said, I got a meeting to get to. I'm going to talk to y'all and I'm going to go. And I'm like, you on the island? What meeting? I mean, he might have had a phone meeting, a video meeting, I'm not sure. But as he said, he had a meeting nonetheless or whatever. So we then see she goes to me with her daddy. Okay, daddy, let's talk. And I'm like, talk about what? But we don't really see the chat with her father, which I don't get because it wasn't much to the show. We could have seen the little chat with her daddy. But we then see her meet with Rasheed after meeting with her father. And she looked all, I don't know how to say this. I don't know what to do. And I'm like, I know this bitch is not finna send him home after making him or asking him to stay there for her. She then said, my dad liked you a lot. He picked up on all the things that, even I knew had us meshing and had a connection. He picked right up on it, but he also picked up on something that I felt too. He picked up on the fact that we don't have chemistry or that he didn't feel the chemistry between us. And I'm thinking like, but if you also felt that way, why would you then ask him to stay? This is when I said, oh, she on some bullshit, okay? She then said, so I'm going to move forward with Calfani. And again, that's her choice. Not saying she should have picked Rasheed. What I'm saying is she played a game to where she did not want him to dump her. Or not dump, because dump isn't the right word. She did not want him to let her go. She wanted to be the one to let him go. And when she said it, he was like, it was a bit a quick thing of shell shock, and not in a rude how dare you way, but like, damn, like, oh, okay, but I just told you yesterday I was going to leave for this exact reason. You then asked me to stay, and then you come to me the next day and then say, you know what? I'm going to pick someone else. You know what I'm saying? So you can go home. I'm looking like, you little heifer. And I feel like she played that game the whole time with Rasheed. But I said that before. She played like she liked him to keep him there just in case. And she picked Calfani just to pick up to piss off Denise. I was like, this is pure D shit. Pure D shit. But again, Rasheed, you know what? That's fine. You know what I'm saying? I get it, you know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate, but it's okay. You know what I'm saying? I wish both of y'all the best. You know what I'm saying? I hope he gives you what you're looking for. And he kind of walks away, whatever. And then I was like, she knew. Oh, it made me mad because I felt like there was no point in you asking him to stay there if you're saying that you also felt that y'all did not have chemistry. Who asked someone they feel like we don't have no chemistry? I have chemistry with Calfani. I don't have it with him. But let me ask him to stay just because. I feel like she wanted to use her father as a scapegoat to send him home. But again, you didn't have to. You could have let him go home his damn self. I don't like her. Don't like her at all. And I don't feel like her and Calfani are together till this day. Okay? Anyway, we then see it's the final four. Okay, it's the final four, and they have to meet up somewhere if they want to continue on dating or whatnot outside of this TV show. And one's like, I'm so nervous. Like, what if he doesn't show up? What if he just gets scared or whatever? What if he doesn't show up? Wonder, calm the fuck down, honey. Calm the fuck down. He shows up, and she's happy. He's happy, whatever. He brings up how, I'm ready to love. But are you ready to love me? To love me? He's like, yeah. And then they just kissed or whatever. It was cute. Boom, pow, pow, they right there. You know what I'm saying? It was cute. I don't like how he was dressed. For some reason, I don't. Something about a man with it's something about his. Why do I feel like it don't look right? He looked like he the IT guy at your company. Like if you had a fancy company and the IT guys wear a suit, like little slacks and button up shirts. That's what it is. He's like my IT guy, the IT Ken or whatever. Anyway, so again, that was them, and they kissing and hugging or whatever, and walked off looking all cute. If they play things right, and if they really try to date, I don't have a doubt that they could possibly be a couple. Because again, I didn't feel like they got together just down the show. I felt like they finally talked and hung out and okay, he cool or whatnot. And they seeing where it go. We're gonna see what happens with that. We then see the other two. He was at a little dock thing. She walked up. I talked to Rasheed yesterday and I told him that he was ready to love, but he wasn't ready to love me. And, I told him that you is who I want. Oh my God, baby, did you? Oh, thank you so much. And they hug. And they kiss as well and everything or whatever. Oh, thank you so much for choosing me. Thank you, Adriana. And I'm like, he is very, very happy. She like, all the ladies wanted King Calfani, but you chose me. And they was hugging and kissing and whatnot. I was like, girl, boom. I was just like, I'm not for it. And the four of them toasted together, to find impossible people to date maybe in the world or not. I don't know, whatever. We'll see what it is. Cheers to Ready to Love, and let's take a little boat ride together. Now, was this season a whole waste? No. The show was entertaining. We can't act like it was not entertaining. However, just this time it was less love connections. But again, that happens. Sometimes everybody not gonna mesh. They not. And I do feel like sometimes I think they need to give people more time to talk. I don't think there should be an elimination on night one. I think people should be there for 3 or 4 days of getting to know one another, and then someone should be sent home, because I don't know who to send home on day one. You know what I'm saying? I think if they tweak the show a little bit to give all the people on day one more time to see, you may get more love connections at the end, because you're giving people more time to kind of vibe a little bit. Because again, it can just be different. I mean, people went like, I think Rasheed and Simone could have been a thing if Simone wasn't also being petty and sneaky or whatever, saying shit. So again, I think things can be tweaked. But again, I was entertained this season. Was I mad that on the season finale we didn't have 3 full-fledged dating couples? No. And in my opinion, it was Jay and Joy who was a couple. I'll give it to Winter and Anthony. I don't feel like Calfani and Adriana are a couple. I feel like she played the game to win the prize who everyone wanted, which was Calfani. I think had she tried to get Jay, what people liked, she couldn't win that battle. And so she went after Calfani based on Denise. But I mean, I hope the reunion is spicy. Can't wait to see that. Anyway, that's all. I gotta go.